So my good learners, welcome back to the topic 2 of the ICT. So we are looking at topic 2 of ICT. We are looking at topic 2 of ICT, which is operating system. Operating system. So operating system is one of the softwares which are available in a computer. It is among the software which are available in a computer. And this operating system, it do function several functions in a computer. It does a lot of function in a computer. So we can give a definition and say a system software which manage. You can define and say is a system. It is a system software. Is a system software which manage various activities, various function, which manage various function of a computer, which manage various function of a computer. So it is that softwares which do manage various function of a computer, do manage various function of a computer. So what are these functions? So what are these functions? So what are these functions? What are these functions? So the functions we are referring here is the function of operating software. So the first function is managing hardware. It manages the hardware. Also, it managing software. It do the manage the software. It also manage security management. Security management. When we talk of security management, we are talking of encryption of use of password. So the the use of password is the function of operating system to make sure that the computer is encrypted with password. It also does the file management. So whenever you are creating every file or every folder in your computer, that is the operating system. It does the file management, and so many things. So we have now classification after the function. We have classification of OS or operating system. So we have the classification of OS or the operating system. So we classified this operating system based on the user. So the first one, we classify number one based on the user. We classified based on the user. Number two, we classified based on the single user support. That is single user support. A good example of that is that you install the QuickBook, you have to do the networking. But if you are not doing the networking, then that one we call it a single user support. That one we call it single user support. Then another one is based on a command-based interface. Another one is based, number three, as a classification, number three is based on command user interface. So what does that mean when we say the user command interface? When we talk of interface in a computer, when we talk of interface of a computer, we are talking of the screen, the user and the screen. So that interaction is what we call the interface. So it's simply the function of OS, which does that one. And then also we classify this OS based on graphic user interface. Number four, based on graphic user interface. Based on graphic user interface. We classify them based on graphic user interface. So those are the classification of operating system. Those are examples of operating system. Those are examples of operating system. So that's what you need to know under the operating system. That is the definition. You also need to know the function. And examiner will not go beyond that. Examiner will not go beyond that. Examiner will not go beyond that. So let's have another